Good morning and welcome to Leadership Tip Tuesday with Coach Ellis. Hey, so today's the day I talk to emerging, existing, and exiting leaders about leadership principles. And so whether or not you lead a Fortune 500 company, a small church, a nonprofit, or just your family, the leadership principles pretty much tend to be the same. So, Lady D, this morning I want to talk about Occam's razor. I was looking on Thought Leader blog this morning, and it talked about Occam's razor, and it said what a principle. And this principle really is something very simple. The more difficult our situations, circumstances, and conditions are, the simpler, the easier the answer can be. So what that means to us as leaders is, so often we find ourselves with very difficult challenges, and as leaders we find ourselves with difficult challenges. Is it money versus productivity versus people? There are always challenges, Wilda. There are always challenges, Patrice, to our leadership. And we tend to want to apply very difficult solutions to very difficult problems. But here's what I submit to you today, that many times the answer to our most difficult issues is a simple response. If we go through all the issues that we have, and we dissected and trisected and bisected and intersected and all those other sected things we want to do with this problem, when we boil it down to its essential elements, what we'll find out is that most of our issues boil down to time, resources, or character. And we boil it down to the simplest forms, then we apply simple answers. So when we want to solve world peace, really that's about understanding, having empathy for somebody else, understanding their perspective. We boil it down to simple things. And somebody out there is going to say, well, Coach, that briefs well, but there are big problems in the world and there are no easy answers, or we would have solved it. While there are no easy answers, there are simple answers, and this is the difference. Simple answers simply give us or allow us to see the core issue and apply a principle. The easy part becomes our willingness to pay the price for the answer. Occam's razor has nothing to do with whether or not it's easy. It has everything to do with whether it's simple. So we don't get the answer button by hitting the easy button that we see from the office supply store. But if they had a simple button, we could hit it and say, it's a simple answer. In fact, if you look back on your life, you look back at some major challenges you've had throughout your life, when you look back and you see how you resolved it, it boiled down to simple things. It's doing the small things consistently over time. The simple things. No bold corrections unless you miss the simple things. We don't have to do big things unless you miss the small things. We don't have to do grandiose things unless you miss the simple things. We don't have to do difficult things unless you miss the simple things. The most difficult problems we have in this world are simply solved with simple answers. It's not easy, but it is simple. Hey, I'm Coach Ellis. If you have a comment, question, or thought about this leadership tip, hit me up at coach@elliscrum.net. That's coach@ELLISCRUM.net, or find me on Facebook at Coach Ellis. Until next Tuesday, have a one-tablet, prosperous, simple Leadership Tuesday. God bless you. Talk to you later.